This video potentially could be the most controversial video I've ever uploaded because in a moment, I'm going to give you my personal experience and opinion about three types of love. I'm going to give you these opinions straight from my brain to you without having ran them by other men to refine the truth out of them and having not subjected them to any verified fact checkers. So I do welcome your comments below this video. Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in again. I'm Garrett with Garrett Prettyman Coaching. And today we're going to talk about why is it that a woman will leave a man who's a good man, a good partner, a good fit. You know, this is a massively frustrating thing us guys have faced. I'm speaking from personal experience. When we see the things we bring to the table is quite valuable, and then her just walking away from that. So, why is it that women don't stick with a guy even if he's checking off all the boxes? Let's talk about the three kinds of love, because in a minute, I'm going to explain a difference that I've noticed in men versus women on how love fuses together. There is the kind of love called EROS. It's the erotic love. It's the sexual, sensual love. And that's the kind of desire that really lights up a man specifically to experience the other kinds of love. When that one is not being activated in the man, the other kinds of love maintain a more shallow level with his partner. And so this is where us guys actually do something that women could get super frustrated with. We tend to default towards the pretty girl and not choose the hideous girl. And that's why we're following a primal urge. There's something that awakens in us with the pretty girl and it gets the eros going. And then the other kinds of love increase. And we want to care for, protect, nurture, and be a partner with that girl. When women are leaving men, there's a similar thing that they default to because it's in their hardwiring. We'll get to that in a minute. There is the kind of love called agape. Now, agape is rooted in our values. It's a love we choose, it's unconditional, and it transcends circumstances and how people are, and it just is. It can't be broken because it is something that we don't have to chase or get. It's something we choose moment to moment to give. Phileo love is the love that you feel for your brother. It's the love you feel for your mom, your friends, your pets. You know, that kind of love is a good love. It's a caring love. But we don't feel like making out with our dad just because we have phileo love for him. So there's the difference right there. It's a type of love that is not erotic. It's a very important love, but not the one that gets the guy going in the relationship. All right, so I'm going to go on a limb here and give you my own theory just because I've observed it in myself and I've seen it happen in other guys. It's been my personal experience that the moment agape love, which is permanent and can't be broken, and eros love, the erotic, fuse together at the point in which I fall in love with a woman, that the fusion is permanent. From that point forward, I will always have the ability to think of that person romantically and feel erotic romantic feelings towards that person, even if I don't want to be with them. The fusion seems to be something that cannot be undone. And that's what gives a man's erotic desire for a woman an unbreakableness. Like it just cannot, even if she becomes toxic, even if she is being a person he doesn't like, even if she's not showing up in the relationship how he had wanted, there's a version of her in his head that his permanent, erotic, loving, intimate love is fused to. My best advice for being able to move on and reopen yourself to potentially experience intimate, affectionate, deep love with another woman again is to keep reminding yourself that your feelings for those past lovers is tied to who you thought of them being the moment you fell in love with them. And it's not tied to who they actually are now. In other words, the person doesn't exist that you feel your desires towards. Ask any man if he still has feelings for his first crush. And I would wager he will reply yes. He still has feelings. They never go away. So it's not about even if we had sex, if we ever even dated. When he falls in love, Eros and Agape seem to bind permanently. All right, so still going out on a limb on my own theory here. It seems for women, their love binds when they fall in love too, but it's not Eros and Agape. It's Agape and Phileo. It's like a primal mothering instinct for her family that binds. Since the erotic part is not bound, the erotic part is still experienced, but independently. It can be lost and the other two remain strong and maybe never be broken. She will always have the family bond with those that she has fallen in love with, but the Eros is gone. So therein lies the difference. The woman, her feelings are constantly changing and she's noticing Eros based on her feelings. We're experiencing Eros because it is fused to our agape and it's part of us now with that person. So let's get straight to the question of them. Why do women leave good men? And it's because their feelings changed. Why did their feelings change? Because women's feelings don't come from checklists. They don't come from seeing the right stats on paper. They don't come from having a man that's able to provide all these amazing things to her life. Her feelings come from the vibe and the energy and the tension that builds between your energy and her energy. And so it's your tone. It's your demeanor. It's how you are with her and where you lead her to emotionally that ends up determining if she can connect on that deeper level and if she's able to positively respond to that. You can help facilitate this by creating a safe container for her emotions, a strong masculine frame that has leadership, a frame that is calm and relaxed and she can't rattle. But even if you create all of these perfect environments, she still may choose to leave. But you can look back proud of yourself and know that you showed up strong, you showed up for who you want to be, and you know you gave her the option to step into that if she would have chosen that. Honestly, even a woman, I'm sure, wish she knew where her feelings come from. We don't always know. She's got feelings. They come and they go. It's like the weather. Trying to get in her lane and play the game of chess to set yourself up to potentially win that feeling is a losing game because it is what it is. You need to maintain a razor sharp clarity about where you're going, how you're going to get there, what you want to enjoy along the way, and let the wrong women just slough away as you make that movement. Your love is precious and desirable and worthy to be given to a woman. Her inability to see it as desirable in the moment doesn't make it undesirable. Know this deeply in yourself and trust it, because women will come and women will go, not because you are the wrong husband or the wrong man, just because she's staying true to her feelings. And a woman will always honor her feelings every time. It's where she gets her sense of value and honor, where we as men get it from sticking to our word and following through on our promises. Those are the places we get honor from. So she's doing the same thing we do. We just have two different ways of how we execute it. I want to be fully transparent and vulnerable with you. I am by no means some guru that can go out and sweep any girl off her feet that I choose to. I am fully aware that in the relationships I've built, some women have moved on, some women have stayed longer. Some women have cheated, some women have divorced, some women have just got bored, some women ended up not being a good fit, and I needed to back out for my own sense of staying true to my own boundaries. I'm in the trenches with you, brother. We're learning this stuff together, and we're becoming better men. We're becoming better at relationships, and we're becoming more proud and courageous in the man we are. In my confident masculine framework I take men through, I teach you the tools I'm actively using in my own life. Again, I'll be fully vulnerable with you. I just went through a breakup a few days ago. The grief, the sadness, the depression, all the, like a horse kicked you in the stomach and then it hits you in the chest, like everything still happens within me that would happen to any man going through separation from somebody he cares for. What's different is I have learned tools I've learned mindsets and habits and practices that I've done so consistently and long enough now that it's becoming a muscle memory on what to do in these moments so that I'm not shooting from the hip, so that I'm not at the mercy of what she's doing. I still feel triggers, I still feel pain and sadness, but I know how to be with it and how to set myself up so it can heal. And then I trust the process and I know it heals, and it does. I'm feeling better day to day as I'm moving forward and excited about what may be coming next, knowing it will be better than what was behind me. If you'd like to go through this framework and become this kind of man too, go to my website, fill out my Get Grounded Now form, and let's have a conversation. Take care, brothers.